guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacts and Reviews, where we act and review to things on the internet. Same day, same shirt, different video. And today we're back with another non-musical video. Don't worry, the music isn't going anywhere. We're just doing a little experiment to see what else you guys might be interested in. And we're going to be reacting to a viral video that went viral a while ago. These viral videos I've been doing, the last few of them, they're kind of old. I'm a little bit late to the party, but still I want to give my commentary on it. So there was a video that went viral like a week or so ago about a choir made of people of the LGBTQ plus community that did a kind of a tongue-in-cheek song about the A agenda and coming for your kids and stuff like that, and people were freaking out. I haven't heard the whole song. I've heard a bit of it and I know kind of how it goes, but I haven't actually listened to the entire song or reacted to the entire song. So we're gonna do that now, and then I'll give you my commentary, and stay tuned for it because you might be surprised by it. Anyway, if you like these type of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button to get the notifications when I do upload. All that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. It helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, here you go.
You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked? Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. Your children will care about fairness and justice for others. The gay agenda.
Why am I doing that?
Families marching 3 by 3, hurrah, hurrah. These papas are non-binaries. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the big parade. Baby blue, pink, white represent transgender people, and black and brown represent the queer and trans people of color. We're all in this together.
And then you just move your bum up and down like that, and that's twerking.
Okay. So that was a little bit of the choir song and a little bit of other LGBTQ TV shows and cartoons and programs that is targeted to young kids. This was uploaded by the Daily Wire Shorts, so I guess they edited the video bit so they don't get copyrighted, which I'm going to just keep that in this video because I also don't want to get copyrighted. So you kind of got the point of the video. It's tongue-in-cheek, right? It's supposed to play into the A agenda fears of usually religious communities, conservative, Republican, suburban communities, and it's supposed to play into that. Do I think it's tasteful? Do I think that, like, kind of what were you thinking kind of thing? Because people are going to take that as a, yeah, you're saying it's tongue-in-cheek, but it's really just you telling us the truth to your face, hiding under satire. People are going to take it literally, but I think people who are going to take it literally are going to take it literally, and people who are not is not, and there's really nothing you can do about that besides just not make the song or make it more clear that it's a joke. Do I think this song was literally saying that they're going to convert your children to the LGBTQ plus community, or it's about the A agenda? No, I don't think that's what the song was about. I think what they were trying to say is that they're gonna make your children more tolerant. But I do in itself think that's an issue because I feel like it's not really anyone else's job to teach someone else's children morals or righteousness or anything like that. I'm not saying that through education system or programs or talks or conventions you can't teach about tolerance by just, you know, educating the public. But I don't think it's anyone else's job to teach anybody else's kids morals or what's right and wrong. And I think that's what a big issue with the public education system is right now, is everyone thinks it's everybody else's job besides the parents. Do parents always do the right thing and make the right decisions and teach their children what is actually right and wrong? No, but I still think that is the parents' prerogative. Unless they're abusing their kids, it's their prerogative to try to raise up their children how they see fit to raise up their children. So even though I don't think they were saying literally we're gonna convert your children to be gay or lesbian or whatever, trans or whatever, I think they were saying you're gonna make your children more tolerant and less hateful and stuff like that. I still don't think that's their job to do that. I don't think it's their prerogative to do that. It's the parents' job to do that. Now if the parents hand off their kids to someone else like the church or like school and say, hey, teach my children morals, then that's again the parents' prerogative. But it's really no one else's job. It's not your job to do that. And I think a lot of with the activists and stuff like that, they think it is their job, and it's not. It's your job to try to educate the public, but it's not your job to try to raise other people's kids. And for the other stuff, like the drag queen story time video and the gay cartoons and stuff like that, I think a lot of people on the left, progressive liberals, people part of the LGBTQ plus community, feels like it's so ingrained in our society now, it shouldn't really be a big deal if homosexual relationships and story time stuff like that are in cartoons, because they're going to run it. It's a part of it's a part of our society. So it's just as simple as teaching your children about man and woman, black and white, baby, grown up, like, you know what I mean? Because it's so a part of our society. It's not like we're teaching your kids something so outrageous and so on the fringes that they will never run into it. For the most part, your kids are probably going to run into someone who's gay before they're out of elementary school these days. So like, why not just have it in a cartoon so they're aware of it? On the other hand, I feel like a lot of conservative, Republican, suburban types families, I feel like this isn't your job to teach my kids these things. Let me be the one to approach this subject with them. Because to them, some people, being gay, being trans, being queer is still as taboo as talking about fetish or sex with children. And so to them, it's like, hey, push the brakes. This is my job to introduce my child to this context or this world if I choose to do so. I don't want you to be the one to tell my kids about this. And I want to be able to turn on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel or whatever children's network, and I want to be able to turn it on without worrying about me having to stop my kids from watching something or having to explain something to them that I wasn't prepared to explain to them at that moment. So I feel like a lot of parents feel protective when it comes to that. I'm not like that conservative when it comes to the LGBTQ plus topics. I kind of stop at transitioning children and overstepping female boundaries and female spaces for trans feelings or trans and female sports. I do have my boundaries, but at the same time, like, I do kind of feel like gay people are everywhere. Is it really that big of a deal if your kids find out that gay people exist? But when it comes to trans, maybe I can see why somebody would be like, hey, I don't want my kid to know about that yet. It feels indoctrinating. It feels like you're trying to influence them. Hold off. I can understand where parents are coming from, but I can also understand where the other side of the coin is coming from as well. You guys might disagree with me because I do have a lot of conservatives that follow me, and I totally respect your opinions. Again, I stopped kind of like, I understand the trans thing, but gay thing is like, there's a lot of gay people around. They probably already met one, but I mean, this is really young cartoons, so maybe 3-4 years old. Maybe that is too young. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I do think it oversteps the boundaries, though, when it comes to drag story time. I think there was a story out that I'm not going to react to because I don't think there's a video. I think it's just photos and stuff of like a guy dressed in a furry monkey suit with a dildo attached. And he was like going to speak to children, small children. Like, maybe if I see a picture, I'll put it here. But I don't like that. To me was over the top. And so maybe people also feel like it's like a slippery slope. Like, okay, we we say okay to the choir, we say okay to the cartoons, we say okay to drag story time, and then there's a man in a furry suit with a dildo teaching our kids. Like, what is happening? So I do understand, and I do think it crosses the line. For me, drag is adult content. It doesn't have to be, but if you look at RuPaul's Drag Race, if you've ever been to a drag show, it is adult oriented. There's not family oriented whatsoever. They talk about sex quite a bit, a lot. So for me, drag is sort of adult content and doesn't really need to be blurred the lines. I don't like, what is the point of it? Yes, there are some kids, I guess these days are drag kids, but I don't really see why kids need to be introduced to drag at such a young age. I can see why people feel like kids need to be introduced to homosexuality at a young age because it's so prevalent now, and and gay people are everywhere. Like, your teacher's probably gay, your principal's gay, your friend's gay. Like, so I can see why they're like, what's the big deal? Like, everyone's gay. Not everyone, literally. I'm not saying that everyone's gay. I'm just saying that I can see why people think that's not a big deal, but I understand why introducing them to transgender issues might be a big deal, and then having drag queens might be a big deal, because it's like, what is the point of this? Why do they need to be introduced to drag or trans at such a young age? You know what I mean? It might be confusing trans to young children who don't actually understand sex or gender identity at the moment. And what's the point of introducing young kids to drag? Like, what does that do for them? And I guess for people who are progressive or liberal, it feels like it makes them tolerant and makes them aware that it's happening. But again, young children aren't going to be at drag shows because drag shows are adult content. So why would they even be there? So why do they need to be introduced to it? I can see why that is. So I have mixed feelings about it, but I completely understand why people are upset about it. I do think people are being a bit of a Karen. I just reacted to that video when it comes to the choir, because I do think they're being tongue-in-cheek, and I think people who are getting upset about it is kind of playing into, it's like, haha, see, we told you, you're kind of blowing this out of proportion. At the same time, I understand why people are upset about it. Do I think there's a agenda? I think there's an agenda to sexualize children. I think that's all kind of mixed in with each other. I think people being hyper-focused on children's sexuality, gender or sex expression, and trans and all this stuff with really, really young kids, I think it's predatory, and I think it's weird. I don't think people should be that invested and focus on sex and sexuality and all those issues when it comes to kids, you know, younger than 6, 7, 8 years old. I think it's trying to overtly sexualize children at a really young age. But that's where I'm gonna stop there. Let me know what you guys think about the choir, about the cartoon, about drag story time, and about the furry man with the dildo being introduced to kids. Do you think it's appropriate? Do you think it's not? Do you have mixed feelings on it? Do you think there's some lines that's being crossed? Blah, blah, blah. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you a parent? Would you allow your kid to go to the story time or watch these cartoons? Do you think people are blowing the choir thing out of proportion? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And also, let me know if you like these type of videos, these sort of viral videos, to have a conversation and maybe give you a different spin on the commentary that you might have already heard out there. Let me know in the comment section also below. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. It helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, so if you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can hit the link below, also in the comment section and also in the description box below. Go hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye.